View analytics. Average viewers. This is real stream. 0. This one's Twitch. Our stream. Okay. A new. Okay.
Hello?
Hello. Am I live?
I don't know. Just got back in from picking up crap.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see. I want to go to my home. And let's see.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
With my goblin?
Yeah, I see the goblin. There's a delay, remember? I just checked Twitch. What else do you want me to look at?
What'd you say?
If you want me to check YouTube or whatever.
Yes, please. Because I don't see where it says I'm live.
On what?
Da da da. Find the markers.
I see. Looks like you're live on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you. I need to put a post so people know I'm live, I guess. Um, mm,
But it all depends on where.
on Instagram and on YouTube.
Yeah, looks like it worked.
Cool.
So you earned both. I have no idea if you have any people in your chat now, but
Are you in there?
I'm on YouTube now. And, this is 2 watching, so maybe there is somebody else in there.
Or is it you from Twitch and you from
Shouldn't be.
do do? Huh?
They're separate. Twitch
I don't know
and
how to
YouTube.
tell where. I don't know where to do the viewer thing at yet. I haven't figured that out.
What do you mean viewer? Do you mean chat?
Well, to have a viewer count, I guess it just says 3 watching there. I need to figure out how to put my chat. Welcome to my channel. This is my 3rd live, so I'm still figuring this out. This is my first live with YouTube and Twitch running at the same time, so bear with me. I'm kind of testing things out a little bit. I'm going to get started. I'm going to put a quick post out so people know that I'm here, and then I'm going to get started on my watercolor in Kerby Roseanne's Mythic Animals. This is the one. This same picture is in, what is it called? Mythomorphia as well, but this is it. That's the whole thing. And it's in Mythic Animals. This is the one I'm working in. So if you want to follow along, what I've done so far is I've used acrylic marker for the background here and the clouds, and then I'm planning on using watercolor for the rest and then pencil on top. So we are going to get that started here in just 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure I get all this stuff done right here. If there's anything that you want to see live ever, let me know, because we can definitely do that. I don't know all the rules regarding music and background sound and things like that yet, so I'm just going to be me talking today. Hopefully soon I will have a better, whatever, I guess. Better background noise, I guess. Actually, I was going to do that post real quick. I guess I can do it on my phone, so it'll be easier. This is my stream. Let me make sure I got the chat up so I can see you guys. Definitely, if you want to chit chat in the chat, definitely do that. I'm trying to pay attention to it so I know when you're there. I get distracted. See, this is my ADHD kicking in, where now here I go. I'm painting and I was gonna post, and I forgot on my way to post. That's okay. We'll figure it out anyways. Now, also, if you would rather see the full screen as the picture, which I feel like it's glaring because of the watercolor, the workable fixative that's on there. So let me see if I can change the lighting. See if I kind of prop it up a little bit. So what I did is I knew I wanted to use water mediums on this page. So I went ahead and put workable fixative on the page in advance. And then I did the acrylic on top of the workable fixative. And I was going to do another layer of workable fixative so that I didn't accidentally reactivate the acrylic. Whoa, there's a gnat in here. Got it. No, I didn't get it. But I forgot, got distracted, whatever, I don't know. And I started painting ahead of time. So I'm trying to be very careful and make sure I don't touch the acrylic too much because I used Guangna markers, which I'll show you those. Well, I'm a little bit of a disaster today, so I apologize. I'm a disaster every day. We know this. We know this, right? We know this. I used the Guangna acrylic markers. These ones. Which actually I have the ones out. I think that I used right here. Those and one more are the markers that I've used so far, so that if you're interested in the same colors, you can definitely do that. And I'll tell you those colors. Let me get the can of workable fixative out so I can show you that. So this is the can of workable fixative that I use, Krylon. I love this stuff. I use it on anything that I want to do water medium on that I think might go through the page, especially double double-sided pages. Sorry, I could not, my brain was not thinking of that word for some reason. So I do that. Sometimes I use watercolor ground, which, oh, I gotta take down Freddy's hut. So I have a little dog, and he likes to cuddle in hidden places, and so I've been trying to figure out a good place for him to cuddle where he's not in my way. Which never works. But see if I can get it out. And then I wonder, what did I do with it? Is it in here? I think it might actually be in the other drawer. This is one. This one is not transparent. This is white watercolor ground, but I want to show you what it looks like. This is the core version of watercolor ground. Wow, that is really reflecting a lot, but I'm going to try hard to make sure you can see. But you can see it's basically like a glue paste that you just use a paintbrush, an old paintbrush that you're okay with throwing away if it doesn't get cleaned out properly. Use an old paintbrush, put that on your page. You can do multiple layers. It's over here. Yeah, here it is. The one that I use and the ones they have multiple colors and they're transparent is Daniel Smith. They have a transparent Daniel Smith transparent watercolor ground. This one is completely transparent. They have a gold, like a copper, a silver, titanium buff color is like a tan almost, and then white as well that's not transparent. A white that is not transparent. Daniel Smith is actually my favorite so far. Because of the transparency. I could not find at the time a core that was transparent, but I do use a lot of Daniel Smith watercolors, so I thought this was a good option anyways. I will not lie though, it is expensive. That's why most of the time I go for this, because it's cheaper. way cheaper and basically does the same thing. So I like that a lot better. I mean, I don't like that a lot better. I use it a lot more because of that. So the Guangna acrylic markers that I have used so far, the background, the main background is this blue color, which is $6.94. $6.94. I always have trouble with focusing, so you know, I'm learning. Then the green that I put around this goblin and around his area of things. Sorry, I keep looking over there too. I'm not used to my setup where my camera is yet either. This is 622. Then the yellow that I put on this guy's side over here is 652. That one's gonna be hard because it's shining a lot. Then the clouds, in the clouds, but I tried not to cover up any line work, as you can see up here. And down here there's some. I used 853 with the Guangna acrylic markers. So what I'm doing now is I'm using my Artistro Studio watercolor set. Now I bought a smaller Artistro watercolor set, which actually I don't know where it is at the moment. I can't remember what I did with it. It might be upstairs in my bedroom. I'm not sure. I carry stuff up and down and then I don't use it up there. But this is the set. You can get a smaller one that's a 24 or a 36, I think. But it's pretty. It comes in this little velvet bag. The time that I knew and bought this, they were a family-owned business. So I'm pretty sure they are still a family-owned business. And it's called Artistro, Artist R-O, Artistro. The pencils are Artisto, T-O. The watercolors are Artistro, R-O, T-R-O. And they also have acrylic markers, which are really good. They have white, I think they have white gel pens that I've heard are pretty good. They have a lot of different stuff, and I want to try it all because I have been impressed with everything that I've used so far. Now I will say these are not professional level watercolors, these ones here. Like if I had these and Daniel Smith, there's no comparison. Like Daniel Smith is better, right? But for Elroy's sleeping over there. You hear him dreaming? Elroy. Buddy boy. So anytime I'm using coloring book stuff where I'm gonna do a lot of pencil on top, I can use these. They're not a problem. As long as they're transparent, which is what you need. Here's the what is this called? Swatch card. It comes with a really nice swatch card, watercolor paper, nice paper. It actually comes with paper as well. I think the paper is this size that it comes with. And the metallics are pretty good. The fluorescents are pretty good. They don't have a pink fluorescent, but this magenta is pretty close. This rose red. Now I will say, the names on here, I was not really sure if they really matched very well, because cadmium red to me should have been closer to this scarlet, but maybe that's just me. I don't know for sure. So I wouldn't trust the names. Just go by the numbers, know what the color is, and you know, you're good. I wouldn't go by the name like, oh, I know in Daniel Smith that I want to use quinacridone magenta. You're not going to find quinacridone magenta here. You're going to find magenta. It's right there. right? It's not a professional set, but it is a really useful set for coloring book artists, especially. Now, the other set that I have, because there's so many swords and metal objects on these pages, I bought this on Temu, a long time ago. I have not really used it yet. I don't even think I've swatched it yet. It's just a watercolor metallic set of 36 colors. Look, it's color suit, not color suite, I guess, probably. I think they're missing an E, maybe. But it's just a whole bunch of different metallic colors. And I'm not sure how the vibrancy of these are going to be, how good they're going to be. However, and here, while I go grab this, you can check this out. I will zoom in on it. Artistro's Instagram is here, and then they also have an email down here if you're interested in asking them any questions. They have all these free products you can get if you order that pan. I don't know about the other one for sure. They might just send you that stuff just because. What was I coming over here for? Oh, I forgot. My brain just left me. Oh, yes. This is what I was coming over here for. I also have some Kiritake Ganze Tambe metallics, golds and pearls and gem colors. And I also have these that I got from Moon Hunter, which I may use. I just don't know. It depends on how far I get. These two here. I got these from Orale, and they work with Amandine Jung. Sorry, I'm out of picture. These ones in this little pack I got from Moon Hunter from Ukraine. She's on Instagram. I've shown her the stuff before. And then these from Amandine Jung from Orale. And then I got these cheapo metallics again from Temu as well. So I have a variety to try. I even have some other ones upstairs that we can try. May use whatever here. I don't know. I may opt to just stop and try and use pencils. But we shall see as we go here. So let us get started. And I didn't even do my post yet, did I? Of course not. That's okay. We can do it. I can see there's only one of you here, which, Jason, if that's you, please tell me so I can take the time to go do my Instagram post real quick. Viewer post mentions. I want to do community. I want to do dashboard. I can never remember. Here, I want to do create a post. I'm just learning all this stuff and what to do. I'm very slow about getting this stuff done yet. But that's okay. We're going with it. Why? Of course it's gotta be tiny. Why? Why? How do I change the... Alright, so apparently the if you post an image in YouTube, you have to do it as 4x4 or 4 by square, I guess. I'm having a little glass of wine while I paint tonight. Let's see. Keyboard. Do you guys get a lot of, like, if you're on YouTube, do you get a lot of, like, hate? I don't think I get a lot of hate, but I get occasional hate comment, which is, I wanna, you know, tell them straight back what they said to me most of the time. Let's see. Come join me. I picked this page originally because gnomes are what do you call it, a hashtag this month. Maybe they're all year, I don't know, I think they're just this month. And then I was like, they're not really gnomes, they're goblins. But the gnome page, I'll show you the gnome page. It's actually, I'm not sure it's in this book, it's in Mythomorphia. I'd have to go get it. The gnome page is a ton of detail. This one is too. But in the gnome page, there's not even any open space. Like, it's just full. So I didn't know if I was gonna have time to get that done. I've been struggling getting everything done as it is. So I didn't wanna take on too much, because I always take on too much as it is. I didn't want to take on anymore. YouTube and Twitch. What is today? Friday. August. What is today? 29th. 2025. I kept writing 2005 yesterday. Okay. We'll just post that. And then I'll go to Instagram. Dun, da, da. Do you guys use Instagram just on your phone mostly, or on your computer? Whenever I'm doing all this stuff, I find it much easier to use my computer than my phone, because I feel like I fumble on my phone, and I don't know. I like the keyboard. I like the keyboard for sure. So we want to create a post, select a video. There we go. And it did the same thing. Hold on, I gotta fix the ratio. There we go. August 29th, 2025. Mountain. Denver, USA. Mountain time. 8:30 p.m. Now, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on, just because I don't know how, great I feel, but we will see. We shall see. I also get so frustrated with all of the different hashtags you gotta put on everything. I feel like it's crazy. Does anybody think it makes a difference? I wonder that a lot. Like, does it really actually make a difference? Do people find my stuff faster? I don't know if I put music on this or not. I guess it doesn't matter. Share. Let's do it. There we go. Okay. We're doing it. We're ready. We posted. Sort of. Let's get to it now. Okay. So, let me get my stuff back in place here. And if you guys need this again, let me know. This information for Artistro. I will put it back up if you need it. It is true, I have not figured out how to do the chat mechanism where we share both chats between YouTube and Twitch yet on the screen, but next time I will have that done, I promise. If there's anything that you guys know that would be helpful, please share, because I am very new to this. And like I said, if all you're seeing is my shining head, then we can change that and just have the picture full screen. So let me know what you want to do here. I know it is very kind of shiny right now. I don't know how to dull that down. Maybe I'm gonna actually. There we go. There we go. Let's make it a little lighter here. Yeah. Not that one. There we go. How about that? If that is good with everybody, let me know. Now a trick. So you guys, I saw, that is not what I meant to say. I showed you guys that on this particular palette, there is metallic and regular watercolors and fluorescents. It is important to know that whenever you switch back and forth from metallic watercolors or anything that has a glitter in it, for example, back to regular watercolors, you're gonna have transfer if you do not wash your brush out correctly. And if you use, I think there's a hair right there. I'm trying to see. Hi, Freddy. What are you doing down there, bud? You gonna go? Oh, I didn't put your. Oops, I didn't put his hat, his hut back. Yeah, you gotta make sure that you always. There you go, bud. There's your little hut. I don't know if you'll. I hope you use it because it's fun. It's fun down in there. Okay. You can have transfer of the glitter into an area you don't want if you go back and forth between metallic and different colors. Or maybe you want to do that to put color in where you have a silver, or you want to change a tint to a gold or something like that. Make sure when you go back to another area that you have rinsed your brush out very well, and you've also rinsed it out in water that you have not already rinsed out your glittery brush. So I always keep 2 pots in my watercolor bowl. I keep a bowl that is where I rinse my brush first, and then I rinse it a second time in clean water. This particular watercolor tub is collapsible, and it's one made by Christy Rice. So you can find it on Amazon. I love it. It's a little big for traveling, but as a desk pot or around your house or, you know, stuff like that, it's great. I take it upstairs a lot, use it in my bedroom. It's nice because it's silicone. The paint usually just doesn't stick much. There is a coating on it to help it stick less. But what is that? Come on, let me get that. So I was outside, which might be what this is, like a dust bunny or something. I was outside painting earlier, and so I always have to be careful that you don't get little gnats or flying dust or whatever in your paint. Even if it does, whatever, it adds character. Like I say, there, like in everything that I make, there will be a dog hair somewhere, or a cat hair, or something, some animal related hair, if not my own. So this green, so on my goblins here, the green that I'm using for this guy is olive green in this Artistro set. And I used, what is it? Raw ochre for the skin of the other guy, my other goblin. When I first started this, I was gonna make these guys like neon colored. And then I forgot and just started, and I was like, oh no, I forgot, and now he's brown. So he's brown. That's okay. It must not have been meant to be. That's alright. I also lost my glasses, so I'm struggling. If I feel like if I'm squinting, that is why. I have no idea where I left them. I have looked everywhere I can possibly think to look, other than trying to scour my car again and my office again, which actually, really, my office has been a wreck and will probably be a wreck for until the end of the month, since it's so close to the end of the month. Just because I've got so much I know I've got to do. I've got to do my completed pages video. I've got to do my September plans, which is Spacetember, which is going to be awesome. So I'm very excited about that. But it's going to take a lot of time. And I don't do well managing time lately. Like today, I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment, vet appointment for my dog, two of my dogs actually, at noon and 12:45, 12:15 and 12:45. Totally fell asleep whenever I went upstairs to get dressed and then just lay down for a couple minutes, like while I waited. So I didn't get busy doing something else like this and forget my appointment. And I missed it anyways, because I fell asleep. And I slept through the alarm that I set, because I even set an alarm. Oh, it's ridiculous. But that's okay. We got some bad news today at the vet, so that wasn't fun. Sunny, my big boy, he's a blackmouth cur mix. Might have some German Shepherd, King Shepherd, St. Bernard, I don't know, big breeds in him. And he has a mass on his leg that has cells with indicators of malignancy. So the cancer that he would get, this is a soft tissue sarcoma on his tarsus, basically his ankle. The cancer that he would get is not one that would make him suffer beyond his leg. But if it's not taken care of quick enough, there is potential that he could lose his leg. And that's really hard for a big dog. Really hard. So they do it. They do it. I mean, they do it in the wild. That, you know, wolves lose their leg in the wild and survive somehow, right? If they're meant to. It happens. But it is very hard on them. So I don't want to see that happen. So I'm doing everything I can to take care of this quickly, so hopefully he does not have that kind of suffering. Because I love my big sunny boy. He is also my service dog in training. And if we might have to pause on that for a while, just to make sure Sunny's okay. Sunny needs Sunny time first. Let me know too if are you having any trouble hearing me, or if there's any interference, sound interference, or anything like that. I don't want you to have to struggle to hear me the whole time, or if I'm too loud or something, let me know. One thing with watercolors, I tend to pick up too much color, so I lose my transparency quickly. So that's why I like go over the same area multiple times, because I'm trying to make sure I'm removing color if it's too dark, putting color down if it's too light, just moving it around. Making sure as it dries there's no lines from having too much color in an area. And you get a lot more lines with workable fixative. With watercolor ground, you kind of get color flowering, you know, whenever you put it down, and it kind of just, it'll grow and then make a watermark and then grow a little more. With workable fixative, you kind of just get these puddles and then lines that you have to kind of work out. Not really cauliflowering, I suppose. Oop, I got it on the side. So if, I don't know how many are familiar with watercolor or not. I love watercolor. It's one of my favorite artistic mediums. I feel like you can do a lot with a little. And honestly, with watercolor, you can buy Crayola everything. Crayola watercolors, a little set of cake watercolors that kids use, right? You can buy Crayola crayons or pencils. Oops, I got up in the corner there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that off unless I... So one way, if you want to fix an issue with watercolor, you can really like rub it with a bunch of water and then just soak it up, and you removed it. You won't be able to do that on plain paper usually. You need to, oh damn, I did it again. I'm gonna have to wait. So that's the other thing I do. I get excited to fix it and then I try and fix it and I didn't wait till it dries. You need to wait till it dries so you can go back in and fix that area. But what was I saying? Oh, normal papers will soak it in too fast, and you probably most colors will stain, and you won't be able to lift it like that. That's what it's called, lifting the color. Reds, blues tend to stain, I feel like, for me anyways. Less expensive watercolors definitely stain more than expensive watercolors. Let's see, let's start on a larger area. Let me tilt the camera a little. There we go. I try when I think I have a lot of color and water on my brush to go in on an area that is gonna be big so that I can spread it out. Because I got way too much up here, I can tell. But I've been pushing it around so much. I need to be careful up there. What are your favorite mediums? If you could tell me in the comments, what mediums do you like to use in coloring books? What mediums do you like to use just generally outside in any sort of art? Do you do any other kind of hobbies? I haven't made my hobby video yet. I need to do that. Maybe I'll do that early September. I was gonna do a video with all my space pages, but I couldn't get it all together this year. I'm gonna just have to wait and do it next year. Which is sad. I feel bad. I really wanted to get that done for Soraya. If you're not familiar with, which most people I think are, but if you're not familiar, we have a community-wide event in September called Space Timber, where we color space pages. And there's a hashtag that goes along with it. If you look up Soraya Colors, she is the one that is spearheading the event. The event. You also want to try and use your watercolor transparency to your advantage with shading, which I'm not really good at it yet. I tend to get one layer and one tone with my watercolors so far. But like for instance, right here on his shoulder, you would want an area right here where the light is hitting. So you'd want it to be like that, like have a shiny area basically. But because I got it so wet, I kind of have to wait till it dries and then move the color around again. I did okay over here on this side, but still, like, this area needs to be darker, but not a ton darker. So, like, anywhere where Kerby already added shading marks for us, we can add darkness, which I have not done at all yet on the other goblin side. I was outside in the sunshine and I was, not sure of the lighting while I was working on him earlier. This is going to be, I think this is going to be my first Kerby page that's actually finished. I have a feeling that I've started one, but I cannot remember for the life of me what it is. I'm sure I've had a Kerby book on my plans every month since last year at this time. Because actually, yesterday was the 27th, I think, was my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. The 27th, I believe. Yes, I'm slow. Pickup for me is slow. I don't know. I don't get a lot of content out very fast. So, but if you do like what you see and you'd like to see more lives, let me know. I'm still kind of figuring out if this is something that I want to do. It kind of is more my speed to do it. Just get on and do it, Get on in color, not have a very strongly edited video. Although I do have a friend that's going to help me edit my videos so that I can get them out in a timely manner. Because I don't know how many videos I've just basically trashed because by the time I went to do it, someone else already did it and it would look like I just did it on top of theirs. So I just didn't load it, which I guess I probably could have just saved it for later, or I don't know, but I don't like that. I don't know. I don't like looking like I'm copying other people because I'm trying not to, but we do the same things. We color. We teach each other little tips and tricks. We show each other our pages and our book flip throughs and our supplies. One thing I do want to do is on Thursdays, maybe? I can't remember if I said it Thursdays. No, not Thursdays. Wednesdays. Wednesdays. I was gonna do something I named a buddy bender. Because I end up at the end of the month having a bunch of buddy colors that I need to work on that I haven't gotten done yet, but I want to get done. So what I thought was on Wednesdays be the day I work on buddy colors. that way I always worked on them. Like I just, no matter what, I just pick one up and work on it so that I did something, you know? And I thought about maybe doing those as a live, or kind of like how Erica on Elm Colors does her weekend whips or her like coloring updates. Or I like how Sarah from Ink and Hue is doing her, what is it called? What does she call it? Her like quicker color alongs, which are basically just techniques and like a voiceover of some pieces of a color along. But not the whole thing. But then still do some as the whole thing and, you know, regular speed. I'm so slow. I'm sure most people would have to put my color alongs on on 1.5 times or something, because I do just get lost in the paint and lost in the coloring sometimes, and just kind of like I'm doing right now. I'm kind of just messing with the green to get it the way I want it to be. And once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna go and mess on the brown on this guy over here too. You know, my cheeks are so red. I guess it's from my wine. My wine that I'm drinking is Roscato, Roscato. This is the sweet red. It's so good. My cup that I'm drinking out of, which, without dumping it, I don't know if you can see my little bees on there. I have 3 cups, one of each. A tall, what is it called? A highball, whatever this one's called. And then it almost looks like a martini glass or a cocktail glass. Not necessarily a wine glass, but like a cocktail glass. And I dropped it and broke it. So I need to go get another cocktail glass, because that was my favorite. That was the one I used all the time. And I don't know, I was walking, I had just washed it or something, and I was going to put it on the counter, and I slipped and dropped it on the hardwood floor. Oh, I forgot a spot right there. I had too much green on my brush, and I moved and got too much area right there, so I need to go in and do that. What's happening? My Instagram got locked up. I wonder if it didn't post. Aw, so cute. Oh my gosh. I love it. Alright, let me see. Okay, I need to go to my me. There it is. Okay. I want to share to here. I don't know who all to share it to. I guess I'll just share it to everybody. Dude. I know it's late. I know it's late, but who cares? Who cares? They'll either see it or they won't, and that's fine. There we go. That's I don't even know if I got groups or what, but who cares? It's gonna be okay. Did my comment come up on YouTube or my post? Do I need to go check it over here too? My channel? I noticed that, like, okay, so somebody did tell me that you're always supposed to go to your own posts and like them and make a comment and share them on your community. Um, there we go. I know now I can hear myself. That's okay. Okay. Close that now. Oops. What page am I on there? Oh, that's the picture that I had open. Ha! Ha ha. I was like, what is going on? I don't know what that is either. It looks like it's starting from the beginning of my stream. I don't know. I get very confused. What's happening? Ugh. I don't know if I shared that or not. I think I did, but we'll see. Okay. All right. What color should we do? Oh, let me fix that little bit of green that I missed. Need less water, tiny bit of green, less water, tiny bit of green. Oops, I took too much off, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think on Twitch, aren't you allowed to just play music? Is it Twitch or TikTok? They just play whatever. Like, they can watch, like, TV in the background and everything else. I was really surprised. I didn't realize. I thought, well, YouTube, I think, is more. You're not allowed to do that. So that's why I haven't figured out my music situation yet. Or whatever. But. And I don't know when is a good time to do lives. As you can see, I'm like, random times. Oh, I need to do his ear too. I did that over here too. I got too much color on my guy's hair or ear on my other goblin. So I need to go over there and kind of work that out with some water as well. That's what I like about watercolor or water mediums in general. As long as your paper can handle it, you can go back and mess with it and mess with it and mess with it and get it the way you want it. Usually. I will say that a lot of times I like watercolor better than water-based markers, because if you just scribble down a water-based marker, most times the color is so vibrant or so dark. Like, you really have to work a water-based marker to get the color to be lighter, and that means getting a brush, getting a water brush, getting something like this. This is a water brush if you're not familiar with the water brushes. This is a water brush, and basically has water in it. And you load it up or whatever, and then you just as you put the marker on, and then you move the color out with the water in the brush. And that's how you dilute the color, change the tone of the color on a water-based brush. Is this background right here? Like, what is that right there? Is that his neck too? I feel like it should be, or is like his head, his hair line. Huh. I think that's a hairline, and I think this is his cap. And I think this must be background. So I need to put a little bit of this. Hold on, shake them up. You always want to shake up these acrylic markers because they are multiple colors in there to make that color most of the time. Especially some of the yellows and reds. If you don't shake it up, you don't get this color. You end up getting some blotchy color, and then eventually maybe the color you want. So make sure you always shake these up. Oh, I need to do the blue first. So I kind of wanted to make these guys look like they kind of glow in their environment. Trying to make it look kind of sketchy. I was trying to make it look like it like blended a little bit as I went. But if you're familiar with acrylic markers, you know they dry so fast. So blending them can be hard. I haven't tried. I think you can probably add water back and get them to move again. But that's not how I've been using them, so I'm not positive about it. There. Now that makes more sense. I'm feeling better about it. I'm still not quite sure about this right there. Do we think it's like scalp? Like his shaved head hair area, maybe? Because I don't see hair. Like, this guy's got straight up hair over here. Let me zoom out so we can see them both. Like, you can see this guy has hair here. And I think this is like a hair here where it'd be like pulled up behind his ears here. Like that. But this guy does not. He's just got this like fabric cap that looks like it's blowing in the wind. So it should be windy. So I guess I should make some wind marks on here when I'm done. I guess I need to write that down so I remember. Wind at the end. Wind at the end. Where's my note paper thing? I've got so many pages started and not finished, or, you know, whatever right now. Like I'm gonna remember what that means. Just the word wind on this piece of scrap. Yep, okay, whatever. It is what it is. I'll find it and go, Hi, Fredders. What are you doing down there? Why don't you go to your little hut? Why don't you go to your little hut? My sweet boy. My sweet boy. Where's my other little boy? He's in there, under that desk. Okay, what do we do next? I kind of want to let the skin just set, and then I'm going to come back in and add depth after a while. I really want it to dry, so I'm not trying to manipulate it too much, too often on top of the workable fixative. I don't want to lose the ability to work it later. Maybe we should start doing the stones. All the stone work. So now here's where I didn't know what color to do. Originally I was like, well, it should just be, it's rock. Let's just do grays. But I don't know that I want to just do gray. I mean, I want it to look otherworldly, because it's not, I mean, I guess it's Earth, but it's not, because it's a mythical being. Okay. Got all the rock in for there anyways. I don't want the rock to be metallic at all, because there's so much other metal going on here, and wood. So I don't think I want to use any brown. I don't want to use any like silver, copper, anything like that. We could do green. What is that green rock? What is the rock that the Maroon Bells mountains are made out of? Basalt. Let's get a picture of basalt and images. Dun, da, da. Images of basalt. They're like a greeny. These ones are massage stones. Let me see if I can. Okay. Which one am I have on? Florals. Let's duplicate this guy. Okay, got that. And go to sources over here, and we're going to add in window capture. Create new. Random. Okay. Select window capture, click OK. And then, did it work? Oh, oops. Oops. See, I'm not good at this yet. Oops. I deleted it then. Plus window capture. Create new. Okay. Oh, here we go. There we go. Got it. And then we're gonna. Oops. Oh, deleted it again. Boy, goodness gracious, I am not good at this yet. My PC window capture. Oh, it's already on there. Cancel. I just clicked off of it, I guess. Properties. Okay. I want to delete. Where is it? This. From that one. Order. How do I change the order? Move down. Nope. Control Z. Filters. Properties. It almost feels like my mouse is like not doing what I want it to do, sort of. For some reason. Come on. No. No. I just want that. You guys get to learn with me for a minute. Oh, okay. We'll just do that. Okay, it's a odd size screen, I guess. And it's just kind of sitting in here in my window. So I'm sorry about the way this is presented. Floral overlay. What is this? Oh, I need to do. I thought that was already in there though. Properties. Also, we're gonna do filters. Add an effect filter. We want to add a color key. Okay. Naked. Custom color. Black. Okay. Close. Okay. Now why did not work? Color key. I don't know, I might not be able to show you guys yet. Capture method, automatic. Dang. I thought for sure I'd be able to get that to work, you know? I got that to work before. Do I need to add some other different kind of thing? Chroma key? Image mask? Is it image mask? That was just color key. No, yeah, it's not that. I don't know if this is gonna work either, but we shall try it. We want to do order, move, down. No, order, move, down. Move to bottom. See, it's not even... I don't know. I give up. I give up. Well, I can do it this way. My iPhone. You guys are like, oh, just stop. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. You guys, look up what basalt rocks look like. It's like this bluey green rock. It's kind of like, I don't know, sometimes it's really green and sometimes it's not. I'm trying to, I wish I still had one. I used to have one. Basalt from Maroon Bells. Images. Like, here's Maroon Bells. This is what I'm talking about. These mountains. Excuse my really yucky screen. But as you get up in there, the actual mountain is made of basalt. So there's like these reddish ones and down like there's these green ones. So let's see. Images. Like here's basalt stone. Like this is the one that you see a lot in Maroon Bells. This is what it looks like. It's like this grayish green blue kind of looking rock. Like look how cool that is. Those tiles. It's got this really cool white in it. I think that's kind of what I want to do for the, there you go, for the rock on here is how to make it look. I know you guys are like, it looks like rock. Yeah, it does. I guess it looks like rock that has like a tint to it. And I'm gonna leave that go for now because I cannot figure out how to get it to work. So fine, whatever. All right, so rock we go. What color? Oh, by the way, the paint brushes that I'm using today, this one in particular, is a one from Christy Rice. You can buy a set of brushes. This one is her set called Watercolor Curious, and it's a #1 cat's tongue. And it's basically a pointy, rounded, but flat brush. I love these to get down in really tight areas. I also love them to do like leaves like this or petals. Like you can go and like pull up and make a like a side of a petal and then a side of a petal. I love this brush. Then some other ones that I'm using, probably a little bit, not very much, because I'll probably use the cat's tongue the most, is I have a Princeton round #2. Princeton is the other brush that I really like. This is a Heritage. This one's not my favorite. Usually I use Velvet Touch. I have a Happy Painting #2 round. Christie's from one of her sets. It's a little bit pointier than the Princeton. A little bit less full than the Princeton. Then I have a, what is this called? I can't remember. Dagger. This is a 1/8 dagger from Christie's set. I love this as well because you can get it's angled into one point and it's flat, and you can use it like that and create some nice patterns. You can use it up and down and make lines. You can get a really tight line just like with the cat's tongue. Then this is the brush that came with my Artistro set, and let me just tell you, for being a little brush that came in my Artistro set, I like it. And I think it actually is probably a size 2 round because it's just about the same as the Princeton. So I like it, and I did most of the tan body of this guy with that brush. So And then I also have this, and I cannot remember for the life of me the name of the creator, but and I'll put it in the description of this when I'm done. But it holds my brushes, you know. It's a resin, got a little bee in it, and flat dried flowers. And it's just a little resin brush holder. Helps me stay a tiny bit more organized, since if you guys could see my desk right now, you would be like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, Juliet. What the heck? So anyways, let's get moving on the rocks on my buddy over here. Okay, we want to do a bluish gray. I might need to get a pan to mix some color, because I think we're going to want to use some coal black here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Probably going to want to use this coal black. I guess that's square. It's not going to help me if I change it right here. It has almost like a grayish blue tinge to it. Anyways, which I think is the base color we want, and we want to make it as light as possible. And then add some green. Now I'm on the fence between the teal, or wait, what is it? Tree green. This one, tree green, and the deep hooker's green, which almost looks teal. And I know it's not as vibrant in the camera because of the light, I think. Let me see if I can. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, that's a little better. It's just a little more green looking. This one I like. So I think it might be a mixture of coal black and deep hooker's green. This black here and this green here. Sunny boy. Is that you dreaming? Is that you dreaming, Sunny boy? Sunny boy. My buddy boy, are you okay? You okay? Actually, you know what? Let's check this out too. Let me check and see my layered paints, what they look like. Goodness. This is my Kiritaki Gonzai Tembi palette that I'm using right now. This is all of my Kiritaki Gonzai Tembi like colors that are my granulating colors and my specialty colors that are like metallics, golds, gems, pearls, graphites in the 2 granulating sets. I don't think any of the granulating sets are going to work because they're more of a greenish tint. Where did I put? I got stuff everywhere right now, guys. Over here. Oh, I forgot about my I'm in the middle of swatching a bunch of stuff and videoing it, and I've got stuff everywhere. I have it up here. Which means it is in this stack. So I got a bunch of new books, and they are waiting for me to do flip through right here. So they're just hanging out on my desk, making it harder. Wait, you know what? Did I move it over here? Freddie, I'm sorry if I picked you. That's my, there it is. There it is, there it is. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. Make sure that's not falling off. Put this out of the way. And, you know, everything's different sizes, so you're going to make sure you stack it so that things don't topple over. All right, Fred. Make sure we're not stepping on Freddy. These are my layered colors. And this is my swatches from that. That's a red navy. That's 2 purple. That's blue brown. That could be an option mixed with something. Ooh, what about this though? No, it's orange, not green. Blue orange. Blue violet. Red violet. These greens. I can't wait to use this on a page. This green color. Oh, goodness. So excited. That's pretty too. I don't want violet for the rocks. Now we could do something like this. It's like gold brown. Because the rest of this stuff is mostly going to be silver, right? Let's do blue violet. That one is also... There's a lot of violets in this set. That's pretty like green. But if we added a little black to it, it might work. Green violet. So this one is an option. My green violet. Lotus leaf. No, I'm sorry, not green violet. Lotus leaf is the color. This is a Supervision layered paint. So that's an option, and I'm pretty sure that... Okay, let me see. I started here, didn't I? I worked around. I might have to get the tube back out because I can't tell which one's lotus leaf. It might be mixed too badly. It might be this one, but I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. So I might have to get the tube back out if we decide to use that. Then in my Kuretake Gonzai Tenbei paints, these are the granulating set. The first set, the Aurora. None of those. They're too reddish, I think. Not gold, but maybe later for all the stuff. Oh, I didn't even when I said it, I didn't think about it, but the graphite might work. Ooh, the graphite green. Let's use the graphite green. This one here. Let's do it. Okay. So, I need I bought some old paint palettes on Etsy. And then I use them to put my pans in. I glue magnets on the back. I haven't done a great job on these ones. This was my first attempt at gluing, but so this is one that I did, for example, and let's see. I also did my core paints like this. My core paints, just got them all set up. So I'm excited about that. I have, I want all of the core paints. They're so beautiful. So I need quite a few more tubes, and I'm going to be collecting those. I need to put those on my wish list. I always forget to do that. I forget to put stuff on my wish list. I'm bad at that. I'm bad at it. All right, let's use the green. Did I kick you, Fred? What happened? You left me. All my babies are sleeping. Okay, look. Alexa, turn out the studio lights. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody, I think it was Wendy. She had Wendy's coloring. She had, she was able to get to make coffee for her or Keurig or something. I want to do that. I want that. I need that in my office, in my studio. Okay, ready? Now I might need to turn the light back up because now it's too dark. I'm gonna zoom back in. I'm gonna zoom way in and then I'll move. If you notice me, oops, sorry. If you notice me going off of the screen, please say something in the text, in the chat, or if you know me personally and you have my number or Instagram or something, message me on there because I will turn my notification on so that I make sure that I stay in view because I sometimes forget and I'm down here working over here and you guys can't see me. So, before I start, I also have the White Knights granulating colors, which, oh my gosh, guys, they're so pretty. The hematite mist would have been a good one too. Or the green mist. Oh, there's the hematite mist. Sorry, I'm so far away. That one's pretty too gray rose, but it's too purplish for what I want. But yeah, oh my gosh. I love granulating paints. And Anna, if you know of Anna Bucchiarelli, I think it's how Bucchiarelli is how you pronounce her name. That's my, really bad American pronunciation of her name. She is a watercolor artist and she's on Patreon and she does tutorials on creating like transparent watercolor. So I love it. And she likes to use granulating paint sometimes and oh goodness, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. Let us start. Which I know, oh my gosh, I need to put, what did I do with that card? I just need to put some on the edge so that I don't get the page behind it while I'm on my edge here. This is so dark, I really do need to water it out. So I'm going to need to water, come on. Give me some water graphite here. I mean, do you like it chatty this way? Would you rather have music and me just quiet? Or do you want just quiet? Completely quiet? For, I mean, for lives, we need to talk a little bit, I guess. But, I mean, I guess I could just get on here and color and be quiet. So, let me know your preferences because I'm a chatterbox. I could talk all night long, honestly. I could also just color all night long and listen to my book in my ear, you know. All right, I want to lift a little more of that up. It's a little darker than I want right there. Trying not to get too much on that. And that metal right there. Yeah, see, that looks like the color I want. I just want to make it light, 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 light. So I need to make sure and really get my brush loose with the water. I think this is rock too. Is this pointy things rock too? What do you think? These like rocks that have like look like wheels with big tall treads on them almost. What do you think? Okay. Creeping laugh HLQ. Hello. I don't know what your message means if you're still there. Does it mean am I supposed to go do something on streamboo.com? I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if you're still here though either. So if anybody knows what I'm supposed to do with streamboo.com, let me know cuz I don't know. I I'm liking the graphite. That was a good choice for this particular application, I think. A little bit more up here. Let it soak in and then wipe it back. With the workable fixative, it's almost like you have to put a lot down to get it to start to work. Move like watercolor moves. Because it beads up. You can see like all the edges of everywhere are kind of rough until I go over them and over them and over them and over them and over them. And that's because of the workable fixative. It's where the water is trying to seep into the layer but hasn't got there yet. But if I don't keep water there, it will never seep in. That's the issue that you get. That's why it's like, that's why I put a bunch on, take it off, put a bunch on, take it off, you know, because then it soaks in. See how it beads up? Any water-based media, and I think actually even alcohol markers on top of workable fixative do this. The acrylic markers did not bead up like this. And I've noticed it's hard to pick it back up. I can swipe it off, but because of the way it beads, it's hard to pick the color back up like you would normally in a watercolor brush. Maybe I need to dry my brush more to do that. That could be. Kind of just keep dragging along the line of this axe, wetting the line and moving the color, staining that layer of workable fixative. I mean, I am by absolute no means a an experienced watercolorist at all. So if you know a better way to do what I'm doing, or think that something I'm doing you could do a little easier or different and get similar, better result, please, please, please let me know. I mean, I'm all for advice. I do really like this. Was a good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Pat myself on the back, I do have to say. Thank you for your support in my decision making. Allowing me to blabber on and talk about it so I can decide what it is I truly want to do. The only thing I will say is because of the way the workable fixative, like the edges kind of seep together, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's hard whenever it gets into an area you don't want it to remove it. It kind of stains the workable fixative a little bit more than if it was just watercolor paper. Still less than it would if it was just paper, regular paper. But it has this like feathered edge, I guess. I don't know, this thing must be something, but I'm gonna have to look up some pages of other people and see if how they colored this piece of something in here to see if I need to do something different. And remember, I know it looks rough right now, but I am going to go over this with pencil to deepen the colors more, make shadows. Man, I feel like I need some ice cream. What time is it? I might take a quick break and go get some ice cream. And take my medicine, or, well, maybe not, but... Get some eye drops. Man, my eyes, because I lost my glasses, they're so much harder to see. Makes my eyes way more dry, I guess. I feel like there's so many instances of the sword in the stone in this. Oops, did I change the picture? I don't know what I did. I accidentally clicked something. What is this? I don't know what it is. AMD software. Okay. Alright. I guess I should, while I'm on break, figure out what Stream Boo is. I've not been on Twitch long, so I don't know how it all works. Okay, time to wipe some off. So you just wipe it down. In this case, I can wipe it right off to the paper here. If it gets too much and I need to get some water off my brush, or ink off my brush, paint off my brush, I can use my rag and wash it. And this in watercolor land is called lifting, which I've already said, but I would just repeat it so you know what the technical term of this process is. It's not a mistake, it's an actual process that works really well on watercolor paper and apparently really well on workable fixative paper. Probably watercolor ground too. Yeah, it does, because I used this. I'll show you this page here I'm working on. Should be done this month as well. For the owls for Wild Year of Color 2025. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There it is. This is Kentucky Gunzai Tambi paints, and I put the Daniel Smith transparent watercolor ground on here, and I have been using those Kentucky Gunzai Tambi paints and lifting them anytime they were too dark, which I'm gonna have to go in and do some more lifting here because it got too opaque. But yeah, so doing the same thing on that page. And then I'll probably go in with, whoa, something fell. Probably go in with acrylic marker and do the background in like a blue or something. What fell was one of my postcards from Sophie McPike, which she's an artist on Patreon that I thoroughly enjoy. She does a lot of good sketchbook tutorials and like learning stuff. I love her. She's so cool. You okay, Elroy? You wanna come lay on my lap? No, you're just making a bed? Okay. Alright, well, let's take a little break for a few minutes, and then I will be back. Okay? Damn it. Okay, I am back. So I did a teeny weensy bit of research, and Streamboo is a scam. So any of you, those out there that are interested in maybe doing a Streamboo situation from your channel for Twitch or YouTube Live or whatever, it is actually illegal. Or not illegal, but you can get banned from doing it. So don't do that. I also grabbed my ice cream. So I love these, my mochi. They have so many different flavors. I haven't had a flavor that I haven't liked. Well, I don't really like passion fruit, the fruit. So the passion fruit one for me is kind of, other than that, I like it. So just wanted to share that with you really quick. I love them. I'm going to eat one, probably two, maybe six. I don't know. It has been a day. And sometimes you have ice cream days. It's just the way it is. See how they come? They're like little balls of rice dough, sweetened rice dough, with ice cream in the middle. Rolled in, it's either like a really, really cornstarch powdered down powdered sugar, or just this slightly sweetened cornstarch. I haven't really decided yet what it actually is. But yeah, that's what it is. And I just take a knife, anytime a knife, slit right there, slit right there, and then I got a mochi, and my little buddies will come running because they love them. I'm sure if they're not sleeping. They are kind of all sleeping right now, so let me make my little mochi stand because my metal desk will suck the cold out of them really fast. Alright. Okay. I need another sip. The stone is what we are working on, and I have one area here where I still haven't lifted enough, and down here. In this area right here, it actually is kind of hard to lift because it's so tight. It's such a tiny area. So you kind of just rub it, dab off, and then if it's kind of dripping away, I just put my towel right on top, push it down, lift it up, and it's lifted. And I haven't, destroyed my page by spreading it everywhere. So I do, I think as a new watercolorist, this is a technique I do a lot, lifting, because I end up putting too much color on. Too much color. Because, oh, I took too much off there. That's okay. I'll put a little back on. Oop, that's probably too much. Yeah. I don't want it to get... I don't want to get that everywhere, but... So, if you're not here with me on live and you're here on a repeat, or what is it called? Repeat? Review? what they call it whenever you watch it later. There's a word for it. Isn't there? I don't know. Whatever. If you're one of those viewers that are watching not on live and later on, I didn't know. I can't even remember the question I was gonna ask you. Oh my gosh, my brain. That might mean it's almost time to give up. Oh man, am I even? Oh yeah, okay, I'm on. I thought I was way over here. I was like, oh no, I'm not even on the screen. What's everybody's favorite song? Then, if I gotta figure out the rules for the music, but if I do ever play music, I can play your favorite songs. If I can get them. I have a subscription to something called Upstream.io, and it's basically subscription to music that is that I can license for YouTube. And I don't know how it works for licensing for other like Twitch. I don't know how Twitch works. I gotta figure out TikTok. If I stream to more than one site at a time, I'm sorry, not one. If I stream to more than two sites at a time, two channels at a time, like for instance TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, then I have to pay for RE stream. If anybody knows of a better way to do it, because I really would like to get into TikTok. I feel like there's a lot on TikTok that, as far as like learning, tutorials, friendships, everything that I have not discovered and taken advantage of yet because I am not on there as often as I should be. However, I can't spend the amount of time that other people do on social media. I don't know. It wears me out very fast. It tires me, and I can't do that. I need not to be tired by things that I can control. So, now, if it was not tiring me to get into it all, and it was just me, my knowledge, whatever, then yeah, I would have been all over it like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever, but a year ago even. But I started actually around Christmas time trying to do a little TikTok stuff with the cute and cozy coloring trends, but I just can't keep up, and for whatever reason, I don't understand. Alcohol markers intimidate me. I don't know why. I think it's because once it's there, it's almost like literally there. It's there, and you can't remove it. It's done. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. Anybody else have like a weird like phobia slash fear of some sort of art medium process slash sharing platform? I have a new footstool and the top is not attached, and I keep kicking it and it's not helping. So I need to also tape that down. So I need to remind myself to tape down not tape, but staple down, or however you attach a top to a footstool. What is this? There's a line here. You see it? Can you see it? Let me zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in. Right here. Right There. There's that circular line that I'm not sure if it's part of the rock. I think it is. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I see it now. Like, there's two, 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 two. Okay. They just got closer together. Okay. All right. Makes me feel better. I'm okay with coloring it in then. One thing I didn't do on this page, well, I half did it on this page, is I usually on pages with a lot of detail, I always do the background first because, wow, I'm getting some water on here because it's starting to crinkle some. Ooh, uh-oh, I don't know, I might have gotten green water on something that I didn't want green water on. But that's okay. We can remove it. See, that's the beauty of watercolor, is for the most part, unless it's a very staining color, you can remove it. You can remove the color that you laid down in the wrong spot, which I do all the time. I do like colorists out there that if you like to use the acrylic paint markers and you like water-based markers, but you just really haven't ventured into watercolor, I really, really suggest it. Like, I love watercolor. It's so fast. Well, for people other than me, it's super fast. I am slow. Like, have you not noticed? I'm super slow. Because I like to talk and chit chat and make sure it's the way I want it. Sometimes I'm super fast, but those are not usually times that I'm on video, on live, or on any type of video, because well, actually, maybe on a non-talking video, I would do it a little faster. But I do a lot of things slow because, especially like a background like this where I'm trying to discern what things are, I don't want to rush into it and totally goober up my whole picture because I was going too fast, Like I did right there, like that little thing, whatever it is, right there. Oh, I got off the screen. That's right, because I zoomed in. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, there. Whatever this thing is right here that's sticking off this, like, maybe pocket watch kind of dealio. It's looks like it should be a metal piece, but I did get a little color on there, so I'm gonna have to lift it off here in a second. I'm just kind of using up the rest of the color that I have on my brush before I rinse it out. I know I'm chatting a lot. Is that okay? I don't know. I don't care. It's starting to be that time where I'm gonna sign off. But if you're watching this in the future, oh, see there, that's the back of the crown and I got green on it. Meow. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Can fix it. Can fix it. If you are watching this in the future and not live, or live, and you know of a better time to have lives where you think you would be able to attend or watch in when it's live, please let me know, because I would rather do these things with people than by myself. Right? Yeah. I really do enjoy coloring with people. Like, I enjoy Amy Ward, their art so much, and I enjoy their channel so much because I just love to be able to color along and just kind of relax while everybody's chatting and, look up and pay attention to the chat every once in a while, but not have to do it constantly. Which, being live, being the person hosting, it is a little bit harder because I have to pay attention to the chat more. But that's okay. I don't care. I want to talk. I want to chit chat. I want to know you. I want to know my friends. All right, ice cream time. The other good thing about these is you can eat them right out of the freezer, and they're like super hard. Not super hard. You can still just bite into them. But if you wait just like 5 minutes, they're just this amazing little dumpling of beautiful, sweet ice cream. mm, 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 mm. Mm. On a bad day, this cookies and cream mochi, my mochi, can make you feel a lot better. Oh, it's baby breathing. I kept hearing a whistling noise. I wasn't sure if it was like somebody crying in their sleep or whatever, or what, but they're okay. They're just breathing. Anytime they're like having a little race in their sleep or sound like they're either chasing something or chasing, being chased or, I don't know, whatever, I always kind of try to slowly wake them up by voice because I would hate for another one of the animals to wake them up, startle them awake, and then an accidental scruff happen because scuff happen because they were sleeping and just got startled awake. Mm, mm, mm. If you have GoPuff in your area, or DoorDash, I do believe, Dash Mart and GoPuff both have my mochi. Not usually a whole box, but the singular or double ones. They're more expensive that way. Mm. But sometimes you just need your fix. Now I got powdered sugar under my nails and all over me. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, I love powdered sugar, so it's okay. I have enough tiny friends around that they will take care of it. My Face ID on my phone does not work with this case right now, so I'm constantly having to double check it. What is this? Oh, nothing. Okay. Ugh, goodness gracious. I get so many messages. It's ridiculous. Do you guys save your messages or do you delete them after so long? Like, I don't know what to do, I feel like sometimes. I get so many. It's ridiculous. And you're probably wondering, what in the heck is she doing? Well, with watercolors, you gotta let it dry. You gotta let it dry to see what's happening. So, like here, I can see I need to remove some. And it almost looked like it got chalky there. A lot of people will dry with a blow dryer or some sort of art heat gun. And I do that a lot. but I also like to just let it dry because especially with something like the workable fixative, you just don't know how things are gonna go if you start drying it faster than it should dry. It might not work at all, and then you're constantly redoing it more than you would have to if you just let it dry. And I'm gonna get my towel and do a little wipe because that's faster now than trying to scoop it off with my brush. Yeah, and be careful, like up and down, like make sure you change the, sides so you're not placing a side of paint that's wet on an area that you didn't want paint that's being transferred from your towel. I feel like with workable fixative and watercolor ground, I do this a lot more often, using my towel to lift. It just makes it easier, faster. And with workable fixative and watercolor ground, it does seem like the first time around you are not going to get in close. Get feathers, right? So then the second time around is when you really get in to those areas. We got a lot of lifting to do here. You're still on the screen. Now someone that's a pro might be able to do this without the second step, but I don't know. To me, it's safer. I can get the color that I want into the areas that I want. Keep moving that paper, which I don't want to do. I want the paper to stay. Uh-oh. I got green on his toes. I can get it. That. Make it so I can get it off. There we go. There we go. Okay. Fixed his toes. So it's that easy. You just use your water, get that layer off, but be really careful you're not taking the layer underneath with all the other color. These towels too dry really fast, so you can get it off pretty fast and then keep using the towel. So, thinking of talking about books. So, what has everybody read lately? I have been reading the Lunar Chronicles, which I love, 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 love. Yes, it is a young adult series, but it is very good. Very, very good, very well written. I'm kind of curious who this one character is coming up. That's going to come up. I think she's going to come up a lot next. I read, what is the first one? Cinder. I read Cinder. And for those of you that don't know, The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer is a series of books about like a retelling of futuristic fairy tales, basically. I love it. It's so good. Like you can really relate to the fairy tale. You can relate it back what's happening and you can be like, "Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's that part. Oh yeah, that's that part." Which is fun for me. So it's really cool. So I finished reading Cinder and I finished Scarlet today and I'm going to start Cress, which I need to find out if Cress is on Kindle Unlimited or on Nook or whatever, but I do need to get that. So I have this little bit left of this rock and then I think we'll call it for tonight. And then I will finish recording this watercolor coloring and the pencils as just other videos on my channel for you. And then we'll start a live on something new in September, a space page of some sort. If that works for everybody. Everybody me. Yes, it works for me. Thank you, Juliet. Yes, it'll work. It'll work. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get some graphite on there. Has anybody ever used Kuretake Gansai Tembi graphite before? If not, they also have it in pencils. Wait. No. I'm lying. That's Derwent, which I like Derwent just as much. So maybe the other half will use Derwent. I'll use Derwent. I'll use Derwent graphite if there's a green. I think there is. Derwent graphite has it in pencils and in watercolor pans, paint pans, which is awesome. Although I find myself using them the same ways. I don't know what this curly doodad is. That's okay. It's a rock now, for right now anyways. We want to stain the workable fixative with that first layer. So we get quite a bit on there first, just so we can stain it. Now, like I said, on watercolor paper and on other paper, you might not work it this way. Come on, Face ID work. Oh, dang it. It went straight into... I hate whenever I go to look at something on my phone and it pulls up my millions and millions and millions of reminders or notifications that I haven't looked at. I'm like, no, Don't remind me. I don't want to know. That's why I haven't looked at you. I'm busy. I'm busy doing art. I'm busy coloring. I'm busy in my art studio being an artist, a colorist. Yeah. Right? Don't you hate it when you get like annoyingly interrupted? Is that a spoon on the floor on the ground here? Like what is actually going on the rocks down here? I don't. He's got a spoon. Is there something going on with the spoon, or is that one of Kirby's find these items? Let's look. We shall find it. What color should we make it if it's a find this item? Like really? Oh, oops! I colored part of that bone. I'm gonna have to lift that up. Lift, lift, lift it up. That sounds like a church song of some sort. Lift him higher. Is that a church song? I'm pretty sure it is. Alright, wada, 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 wada. Let's get that off there. Oop, too much green. Those of you that like to do watercolor but you don't like the seriousness of some of it, Diane Antone Studio on YouTube and on Patreon and on... Oh, she's done something else. Maybe not. Maybe it's just YouTube and Patreon. She's super cool. I love her quick tutorial kind of things. She does daily color alongs. Like, well, yeah, pretty much daily. I mean, almost every day she does a color along. So if that's something you're into, like just getting up in the morning and doing a color along, usually it's up by 8 or 9 mountain time because she's in France. So she gets it up quick for US kind of time framing for the day. I love her. She has a membership. You can do it for like $4 and you get all her sketches for free and all these tutorials. If you join on Patreon, you get all sorts of stuff for World Watercolor Month, and they do challenges every month, and they do a lot. Her and her daughter, Tamsin. Okay, let's let that stain for a minute. Okay, give me 1 second. I do love how it's turning out. I'm so glad I decided to go with the graphite green. I think it really does look like the basalt that I was hoping it did look like. Although now I'm thinking it might be too green for the other side because there's so many greens. So we might want to pick a brown rock for the other side. Like maybe one of those. I'm gonna, we can look at those real quick while that's staining. Okay. Okay, let me find my colors again. Oh yeah. Remember this one. In my layered paints, my Supervision layered paints, there was that gold brown. Let me see if I can find it without dropping it on top of my work, smearing it everywhere. There it is. Maybe we could do this on the other side, on this side. Let me pull that over. Yeah, I'll pull it over. I have not figured out the best way to use my camera. It's supposed to be meant to be able to pick up and move it around, but every time I do, it like flips around and but yeah, we could do this color over here. this. Let me zoom. Do 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 do. Do this color. Put that in there so it doesn't distract so much. On the rocks, right here. Yeah, I like it. I like that. And then do all the metals and the bones and the other things. I think that color will work. I really do. Huh. I am surprisingly happy with how this is going. It's taking me forever, but that's okay. There are a lot. I mean, I'm enjoying it. Isn't that not the point? Problem is, I sign up for too many things. I sign up for too many, not buddy colors. I don't do very many buddy colors anymore, but sorry, I want to smell better. I feel like I just want a breath of fresh perfume. This is Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 68. I love it. This smells so good. Guys, the pink one. The pink one at Sephora or Kohl's. Kohl's Sephora, JCPenney Sephora. Or they have this one. Oh gosh. Where'd it go? This one. They have this one. They have a bunch of different colors. This one matches their Boom Boom cream. Ladies, you probably know what that is. And this one is it matches another cream they have that's like a elasticity cream for us ladies that are aging a little tiny bit. But my favorite perfume, hair, and body mist is the pink one, number 68. This one is also amazing, 62. And there's one on Amazon that is Amazon only, exclusive, and you get the lotion or body butter, whatever it is, the body mist like this, except it's a big bottle, big lotion bottle, and something else. You get a third thing that I can't think of what it is right now, but you get that for $125, and I know that sounds ridiculously expensive, but it is a deal for that. And it's an exclusive Amazon one. I don't remember the number, but it's got like a gold body container. So, all right, let's lift. Let's lift and then be done for the night. Let us lift up the paint. We're gonna lift up the paint. Anybody like to sing? Well, I love to sing, yes. But I don't remember words to anything. I have to have them in front of me to know it. To know the words. Uh-oh. I messed up there a little bit. It's okay. I should make up a song. You know what? I was thinking. So there is another YouTube colorist. Maybe several, I don't know, but I know of one in particular that I actually mention quite a bit. And I love her channel. I advertise her channel quite a bit as well. But she also has a music channel because she makes her own music. I was considering talking to her about advertising her music on my channel and paying for it, however, whatever, I don't know. However that would work. instead of using the YouTube music. That way she could get more exposure. I mean, with my teeny weeny little nothing following, right? But whatever, I don't care. Like, you know, if she reaches one person that loves her music, that's all that matters to me. And I love it, so everybody else should love it. You know? But yeah, so I was thinking about doing that. And I might do that. I might do that this week so that next time we have a live, I have music and I have a time frame of which to have my live. Where, oop, I touched up there. I have a time frame where people will be available. I know this time was a very bad time. I just came home and was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I just need a release of information. I want to paint, not information, brain. I need a release of brain, and I want to paint anyways. So let's just do it. And who cares if anybody joins me? I'm having fun. Do 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 do. I like to sing. It rained today. I have that song in my brain, singing in the rain, right now. And so, of course, I am blabbering about it. Oop, I got more dark. I didn't want that. I wanted it cleaned up, but okay, there we go. There we go. But that was a little bit too light. Which, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go back through with pencil, clean up all this stuff, and make the shadows the right depth. And that's the other thing I am not good at yet, is making sure, like, going through my page and, I don't know, putting masking fluid down or something anywhere where I know I want to keep a highlight or a white or something of that nature, you know? I don't know, I'm just not good at it, but I need to remember to do that from now on. La la la, la la la, la la la. Okay. I think I'm loving this. I love how this came out. I love it. I hope that the brown, gold brown from my Supervision layered paints works as well as this Kuretake Ganzai Tambi green graphite did, because I really do think it really came out spectacularly like I wanted it to. I'm very happy. Very happy with my, oops, I got some, oops, I need to work on that there a little bit. I got excited and zoomed up onto my acrylics, which happily it has not moved. It is making me so happy. I have not pushed into it enough that it has moved. So that's great. I am preserving my, what do you call it? Preserving my acrylic. And what I might do is, once I'm done with the brown, spray it again. Then I can go in and do the metals and stuff and not have to worry about accidentally screwing up my gold and my gold brown and my green graphite over here. So that makes me so happy, guys. Like this, let me just zoom out on this. This, like, you guys, like, happy, 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 happy. Oh wait, I need to fix this first. There's a little bit of stuff on that bone that I don't want there, so I'm just gonna scrub, dry it. Scrub, 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 scrub. Scrub, 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 scrub. Dry it. And then, yes. Okay, it's a little tinted, but it's okay. I'm going to color it later, so it'll be fine. All right, hold on. Let me zoom out. Boop, 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 boop. Look at how cool that looks so far. I know it's flat, which that's okay. It's allowed to be flat right now. So it's not making a mockery of my painting. But look, I mean, I feel like that was the color to go with. Yeah, makes me happy. All right. Thank you so much for sticking around with me in my live. I know I think I had like me and me and me. But that's okay. Come join me in a repeat, and that'll be fun too. So make sure and answer all my questions though, please. And you know, put whatever in there, and I'll go back and read through all the comments and questions. So if you do like what you see, please subscribe, like, comment, share, all the things. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much for coming to my third live, my first dual streaming live. Bye.